Very good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Madras International Circuit for round 3 of the MRF MMSC fmsci Indian National Motorcycle Racing Championship 2023. It's a beautiful Sunday morning here. Weather's pleasant. We've got the cloudy cover. We're praying to the rain gods to keep it a dry day for racing. We've got 9 races packed together for round 3 this race Sunday. The cars are lining up. It's the first race of the Sunday. We're ready to unleash that horsepower. The MRF Saloon Car category race starts off with Diana Pundole taking charge from pole. She's 5th in the championship and she's bringing the fight to the rest of the pack. Angad Mathru, who's the championship leader with 143 points, starts from P3. He's got a tight start. Diana Pundole's got the pace this weekend. She is the favorite for the weekend, but can Angad come back and show us his dominance for this championship? We've got Jai Prashant Venkat, who's currently 3rd in the championship, starting from P2. That's the front row. The cars have lined up. Stay tuned to catch all the racing action right here, right now. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to round 3 of the MRF MMSC fmsci Indian National Car Racing Championship 2023. My name is Vivek Abraham, and I'm joining you today from the commentary box at the Madras International Circuit. And joining me, Mole. Hi. What's up? What's happening?
Hi Vivek. So this is the race we waited for yesterday. It's finally happening. I'm too excited. There are a lot of women on the grid. The pole sitter is also a woman, absolutely dominant. Angad Mathur is leading the championship. There's a lot happening in this saloon car category.
Absolutely. I think it's go girl power. We've got, I think, 5 girls in the top
Yes,
10 in the
yes.
championship. So that's a big, big plus. We've got the likes of Diana Pundol, who's currently 5th in the championship. We've got Muskan Jubal, who's 10th in the championship. We've got Shravantika Lakshmi, who's 6th in the championship. We've got Darshi Vikram, who's 9th in the championship. So we've got a bunch of women here who are doing a fantastic job and bringing the fight to the boys. Well, the green flag is out on Mole. It's time for the formation lap. Let's take a quick look at the grid.
So as the formation lap goes underway, I'll walk you through the grid. Starting on pole is car number 15, Diana Pandol. Starting next to her is car number 4, Jay Prashant Venkatesh. In P3, we have car number 99, Angad Mathur, who is also the championship leader. In P4, we have Zahan Commissariat, who did a fabulous job yesterday in the Superstock category and is second in the championship. In P5, we have car number 27, Kaleem Iqbal. In P6, we have Muskan Jubbal, car number 7, the youngest girl here. In P7, we have car number 95, Tarushi Vikram, who's also doing really well in the championship. In P8, we have car number 16, Neville Jimmy Tata. In P9, we have car number 18, Anirudh Arvind. In P10, we have Shravantika Lakshmi, car number 24. In P11, we have car number 23, S. Anusha Raj. In P12, we have Tarun A, car number 2. And closing the grid, we have Sachit Rajesh Thakkar, car number 96.
13 cars going head-to-head here at the Madras International Circuit for their race 1 this weekend. They missed out on yesterday's race owing to weather conditions. I must say, I'll take a moment to actually look at the weather. You can see on your screen through the horizon, we've got cloud cover across the track. It's a bit gloomy overall in terms of the weather. Current temperature at about 29 degrees. It's definitely humid here, but very pleasant conditions to be racing in, I must say. I mean, I think the cars will be looking to make sure they're back on the slick tires, on the MRF slick tires. But I think it's going to be, what's going to be pivotal is how they manage tire temperature. I did see a couple of cars take an extra sighting lap to ensure that they can keep that temperature on check before the race starts.
The weather conditions have been mixed throughout the weekend, especially yesterday when the sun was scorching at this time of the day. It's stark opposite from what we had yesterday. So it is also a bit like a driver challenge here in terms of assessing the weather and how to go about it.
Absolutely spot on, Anmol. I agree with you. I mean, I think we had a couple of showers on Friday. I think some of the sessions were when it was a wet track. So overall, a mixed bag in terms of weather conditions for racing. But let's see, that's how unpredictable weather can be here in Chennai, and owing to there is forecast of rain later today, but we're hoping, we're all praying to the rain gods to keep it nice and dry and tidy to go racing, to battle it out for the championship title. The first race of this Sunday, the MRF Saloons are here. They are racing those beautiful Toyota Etios cars. We got Red Line Racing, that's leading the championship by a stark mile. In fact, all the cars in the front are from Red Line Racing. All right, so I'm guessing you're going girl power today, huh?
For sure, for sure.
Well, we see a lot of supporters here on the grid, on the pit lane for Angad Mathur, the championship leader. Car number 99, look out for that car. He is the championship leader for a reason. He's shown absolute dominance this season. Lights are coming on, ladies and gentlemen. It's go time. And it's lights out here at the Madras International Circuit. Race 1 is underway. Great start there for Diana Fundol. Angad Mathur slightly struggling on the start. But he's still in that front row. See that 4 cars coming side by side into turn 1. It's a packed grid, Anmol.
Zahan has had a very good start. He's already jumped Angad, but Diana has held that pole at least through corner 1.
Absolutely. I think it's going to be interesting to see how the Sector 1 times pan out here. But let me take a moment to bring out Diana Kundal here. I mean, she's been doing fantastic this season. She's really, I remember her first time she came racing, and through the years, how she's picked up the pace. She's really become super competitive, especially on this grid. She's brought the, who says women have an advantage? Who says women can't drive? I mean, she's showing us in person how good women can drive.
Beating all the boys at the game dominated by men, Diana Pandol leads the charge.
Absolutely. She's had a great weekend here. Of course, this championship has been a bit mixed for her. She has come under some situations, some incidents where, it's racing incidents happen where she's either couldn't finish the race or, she's spun out or whatsoever. So in terms of points, she's 5th in the championship, but this is a great way to come into round 3. The dominance, she is the favorite going into this round, and she's showing us why.
And while we were at it, Vivek, I think Angad Mathur has had the better of Zahan Commissariat and is back in P3 again.
Absolutely, Zahan Commissariat there. He is fighting with Angad Mathur, the championship leader. Let's not forget, Zahan Commissariat is currently 2nd in the championship. Of course, Angad has a 50-point lead, 49-point lead to be specific, but that's a massive lead that he has. So he just needs to finish this race on that top 3 and he can continue his charge. Look at that, Diana Bundol finishing the first lap as the fastest driver on the track.
Car number 15, everyone, Diana Pandol.
Number 15 on the run here. She is setting those lap charts on fire. Brilliant racing from her. She had a very good start.
She had an amazing start. There was a shaky start from Angad Mathur, but he's made up that place. He's showing us why he's the championship leader by a mammoth lead.
Absolutely. Looks like number 4, Jai Prashad Venkat wants to have a go at Diana Pandol. Here she is closing in on Diana at this point from P2. He's currently P3 in the championship. Here we go on our screen. We're seeing the competition between number 16 and number 18. That's Neville, Jimmy, Tata and Aniruddha Arvind. They're battling for P8 at the moment. Neville in P8 and Aniruddha in P9.
Well, that also brings us to the point where Muskan Jubbal has also made up a place.
Absolutely. She's really picked up her pace this season, at least at this midway point, and this is what you want to see in upcoming drivers. You want to see them improve, go faster and really bring up the competition, and it's fantastic to see. She's taken up a spot. She's gone into P5. She started the race from P6, so great driving from Muskan Jubbal there. I also want to see, looks like Darushi Vikram is trying her best to catch up with this mid-order. Hopefully she's going to be able to carve our way through.
While Diana is setting the fastest lap times, Jai Prashant Venkat, is not too far behind. He's setting closest sector ones. He's also right up there with Diana with only a 1/10 of the difference.
Yeah, I mean 1/10 in terms of absolute lap time, but look at the gap now. It's building up. At that time, I think we saw half a car length difference between them. It's definitely built up. It's half a second now between Jai Prashant Venkat and Diana Bundol. That's the gap that we're seeing. 5/10 of a second, ladies and gentlemen, between Diana Bundol, who's the race leader. She's doing a fantastic job, and Jai Prashant Venkat, who's bringing the fight from P2. But what's interesting to see is that he's clocked the quickest lap time with a 2:02.653. So that means Diana Bundol was about 1/10 of a second slower than Jai Prashant at this point.
He hasn't left the side of the car of Diana's car, and I think he's building up that pressure with 7 laps to go. I think anything can happen.
Absolutely, 2/10 of a second. That's closing in now. Well, good fight happening here in the mid-order. Number 7, Muskan Jubbal, coming under pressure from Kali Mekpal. And she's doing a fine job defending her line there. Great racing from Muskan Jubbal here. Looks like this mixed grid, and all the women here are fantastic drivers. They're really giving the boys a run for the money.
Absolute forces, absolute.
6 laps, under 6 laps to go to the checkered flag, ladies and gentlemen. It's an 8-lap race to the checkered flag, and in the front, here it is, number 15. Diana Pundo leading the charge. Looks like Angad Mathur is clear of Zahan Komisarit, but we know Zahan is known to be a fighter. He'll spring up from the back, but looks like that gap is getting a little wider as we speak.
But there is still a 4-way fight for the podium positions with Diana, Jay Prashant, Angad and Zahan fighting it out right from the beginning.
So that's the front order that we just spoke, and here is the mid order that's being led by Muskan Jubal. We've got Kaleem Iqbal right now putting pressure on the rear bumper there. He wants to get ahead. Can she defend? That's the big question. Tarshi Vikram also closing in. She wants to join the fight, and so is Neville, Jimmy Tata and Aniruddha Arvind. Shravantika Lakshmi is currently P10. She is in the points order. She started from P10. Can she make the move?
Shravantika is a brilliant driver herself. I think she stands 6th in the championship.
I mean, definitely great. She's right behind Diana Pundol in the championship order.
That's amazing. Being the best of the rest, Muskan Jubal still leads the charge with 5 laps to go.
Yeah, 5 laps to the checkered flag, and it's Diana Pundol still holding forth. A very, very mature, seasoned driver now. Diana Pundol holding the fort with Jay Prashant hot in pursuit.
But while we're talking about that, Jay Prashant Venkat has set the fastest sector 1.
Yeah, but Diana Pundol clocked in the quickest last lap, so that means she is responding to Jay Prashant at this point.
That's a very, very interesting fight going on between Diana and Jay Prashant. This is similar to what we saw Diana and Justin do last season.
Absolutely. Almost 9/10 of a second difference between Diana and Jay Prashant. So that means that she's clawed back 4/10 of a second in terms of lap difference.
While she's an absolute dominant force right now, this championship does not seem to have gone her way. Otherwise, the dominance, she would have given Angad a run for his money.
I think at this point for Diana, it's about taking as many wins as she can, and if she's able to do that, it still puts her probably in the top 3. It's going to be interesting, but she's still got a fair fight. She's currently got 49 points under her kitty for the championship order. 49 points, and that's still in that midway order. You've got the likes of Zahan, Jay Prashant and Aniruddha Arvind who are ahead of her in the championship fight.
And on your screens you saw Muskan Jubal still defending fiercely from Kaleem Iqbal, car number 27.
Absolute pleasure to be watching these drivers really go head to head here. Looks like she's probably slowly clawing a little bit of room ahead of Kaleem Iqbal. Can Kaleem Iqbal respond? Looks like Tarshi Vikram is also trying to close in on that group. She is actually quicker than both Kaleem and Muskan at this point. And looks like Aniruddha Arvind is making a fight from the back of the pack there. He is currently in P8. He's moving up. He's trying to close in on this mid-order. That means he got ahead of Neville Jimmy Tata. He was victorious in that assault.
That is racing at its best, fighting for every position, every 10th of a second on the track.
We just saw car number 23, Anusha Raj and Tarune having a go at each other.
And that's Diana Pandol, car number 15, still leading the charge.
She's got a comfortable lead now. Looks like the drivers are kind of settling in because Angad is in a great spot. He's got a fantastic lead. I'm sure he would want to continue that winning streak that he had of, he had, I think...
He's just had 1 second place and all other wins from the saloons category has gone to Angad Mathur.
5 wins, that is. 5 wins out of 6 races. That's a remarkable feat. I'm sure it's like, I could have had it as a clean sweep so far. 6 wins out of 6, but he still finished that race in P2. So it's safe to say there's a reason why he is the championship leader. He's in a comfortable space. I think it's about strategy now. Holding fort and just driving through.
Yeah, and if you're so far ahead in the championship, you also want to have a smart go at the race. On your screens, we have Muskan Jubbal, Kaleem Iqbal still fighting it out.
Great racing from Diana here. She's looking very comfortable in that driver's seat. Look at that. In that last lap, she built more than a second and a half lead over Jai Prashant Venkat.
She has responded, and how?
Fantastic. Looks like Jai Prashant Venkat is backing off. The fun thing to see is Angad Mathur, who's in P3, is actually the quickest. Is actually quicker than Jai Prashant Venkat at this point. He could close in that gap most probably.
But Angad Mathur is playing a long game here.
I mean, he needs to be like he's got one hand on that championship title and he just needs to play it smart. Well, look at the screen, guys. We've got the fight happening in between us. I think there are going to be 4 or 5 cars now joining Muskan Jubbal here. Number 7 leading the fight in P5. Kaleem Iqbal in P6. Darshi Vikram in P7. Anirudh Arvind joining in P8. Neville Jimmy Tata in P9. Shravantika Lakshmi in P10. Absolutely. And at this point, Angad Mathur is trying to mount an attack on Jai Prashant Venkat here. He's closing in, trying to reel in some pace here. He did a 2:02.711 while Jai Prashant did a 2:03.010. So he was about 4/10 of a second quicker than Jai Prashant. So Angad's definitely, look at that, he's closed in that gap a little more. He's clawing in that space. He was very quick through that sector 2, 50.715. Absolutely. Diana Pundole in auto mode now. She's an autopilot. She's set her sights on that P1. I am excited for Diana Pundole. We're going to be seeing great things from Diana here.
On your screens now you see car number 95, Darshi Vikram, and car number 18, Anirudh Arvind, also having a very tense fight.
Number 18 there, Anirudh Arvind goes on the inside of Darshi Vikram. I don't know how he made that move work, but I don't think Darshi Vikram saw that coming. He stuck it in and he just went through. Anirudh Arvind fighting now. He's moved up a spot ahead. He's moved into P7 and he's joining in on the fight here. He's done a 2:03.527. Actually, he's in fact the quickest in that mid-order. He's quicker than Tarashi, Kaleem, Muskan at this point. And in fact, even Zan Pamasarit. Well, remarkable effort from Muskan. Yeah, she's not given up. She's held her line really well. She's keeping it nice and defensive. I mean, that's where the basics come in, the fundamentals of racing. And here it is, the dogfight going to start now. Angad Mathur mounting the opposition. He's going for it. Oh, bumpers clashing here. They're going side by side. They're coming through turn 8 into turn 9 and now through turn 9A. Number 4 definitely under pressure.
Massive pressure from the championship leader, and he is going to make a go at it.
Absolutely. He wants to take another P2. Can he do it? He is on the podium order, ladies and gentlemen. He's in P3, but can he do it? Number 99 now. We're going into the last lap.
With 2 laps to go, Angad has the... Actually, it is the last lap now, and Angad still has a massive chance to close in that P2 and make that pressure on Jai Prashant Venkat.
Absolutely. The race leaders have crossed the main straight. We're going into the last lap of this race. Diana Pundole has set her sights on P1. She's on autopilot here, cruising through the last lap while there is a battle now. Angad Mathur goes in the inside there. Parts flying off, parts of the bumper flying off. Oh, number 27, Kaleem Iqbal spins off at turn 1. There is chaos and madness through this last lap. What a start to that turn 1.
And that does mean Muskan Jubbal did win that fight of mid-order.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, oh, this is going to be disheartening for Kali Mikbal. He was putting up a fantastic fight. We would have seen a great fight to that last sector. Well, looks like Angad Matru's really cleared Jay Prashant at this point. I'm wondering if he'll be able to close in on Diana Kundal, but doesn't look that easy. When they crossed the last lap, they had a difference of over 3 seconds.
Well, it's not over till it's over, and our championship leader has just shown us why.
Absolutely. We're in the last lap, ladies and gentlemen, and that was Zan Komisarit on our screen. He's on a lonesome P4. I wonder, Zan's car seems to be having some issue, looks like, but I'm not sure. I could be wrong. It doesn't look like it's moving.
Doesn't seem like in his element, right?
Yeah. Well, it's a tough day at the office, but a great day at the office for our top 3 here. Ladies and gentlemen, we're in the final sector. Number 15, has she done it? The checkered flag awaits. From Red Line Racing, it's Diana Pundol. Feast your eyes on the rise of a new champion. Diana Pundol is here to stay, and she's back with a win. She takes it home, and in P2, Angad Matru continues his charge in the championship after a last-minute battle with his closest rival, Jay Prashant Venkat. He takes P2, and Jay Prashant settles for a P3.
What an eventful race. And in P4, we have Muskan Jubbal finishing the mid-order, leading the mid-order. In P5, we have Anirudh Arvind. In P6, we have Tarushi Vikram. And in P7, we have Shravantika Lakshmi. All these people have made up a lot of places.
Absolutely, the women really have stepped up. I think that it's her best result, Muskan's best result in this championship. She's done a P4. Aniruddha has done a fantastic job. Aniruddha started the race in P9 and he's finished in P5. Great day for racing for Aniruddha Arvind. Tarishi Vikram finishes in P6. Shravantika Lakshmi in P7. Neville Jimmy Tata in P8. Kali Mikbal after that spin settles for P9. Sachit Rajesh Thakkar in P10 and Anusha Raj in P11, while Tarun A in P12 and Zan Komisarit. Something's up. I was sure like something was up with the car, and he's finished in P13. He's out of the points tally, but wow, let's see how that changes the championship fight. All right, folks, we're going to be catching up with our race winners down here at the pit lane, so don't go anywhere. Let's go hear it from Diana, Angad, and Jay Prashant. What a race they put on for us. Stay tuned. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Congratulations.
Wonderful. Wait for the mark. Deva. Ready. Stand by now. Follow mark. Over. Ready. Follow.
So Diana.
Stand by. Start.
So Diana Pandol started from pole, finished in P1. Just walk us through your race, the dominance that you showed on track.
So I suppose this is all that you're seeing. It looks pretty easy, but it's a result of many practice sessions and days and weekends of coming to MMRT and practicing in the heat and whatever conditions it may be. So I suppose this being the first win, first position that I've got is a special race for me because obviously I put in all of the experience I had from practice and all of the races I've done so far. And I'd just like to say that being a woman and coming first in India is something that I wouldn't normally talk about gender in motorsport because I don't believe that it means anything. But today, standing before you in first position, I think it speaks volumes for itself. And if I can, anybody can. So good luck to everybody out there. And I'm looking forward to the rest of the weekend.
And also this championship has not gone your way as of now. But being here, being an example for all the women in the country who want to race, what do you feel about this win? Like, is this one of your most special wins?
I'd say it is one of the most special wins, yes.
Thank you and congratulations. Mathuru, you started in P3, you waited it out, and in the last laps, you put up that pressure on Jay Prashant Venkat, and you got that P2. Being a championship leader by a mammoth lead, just walk us through your race.
Okay, so the quali was not that great for some reason, and managed to get the third position. After that, the race started, and Zahan had a very good start. Jay Prashant has a very good start, and through the race, I was just waiting for Jay Prashant to make a move or maybe a mistake, so that I can get that, I can dominate him there. So I just kept waiting to the last lap, and then I knew that I have to make a move to sit easily with my championship in my hand. So that was the plan, and that really went as per the plan. So I'm really happy for that.
While that was a very smart move, was Dinah ever the target for the race?
Actually, to be honest, I'm very happy to sit even at the fourth position because I'm still going to win the championship. So I'm seeing the bigger picture. The bigger picture is to get the championship back home. So I have no race, I have no competition with anybody else. It was just me who I needed to finish in the top three, and I have done it. And I think I'll do the calculations now, and I think I'll be getting back home the championship.
That's amazing. Congratulations on P2.
Thank you so much.
So Jay Prashant Venkat, you started in P2. You had the P2 for most part of the race, but
Till last lap, I was in P2, but in the last lap, Angad came, and in C3, he took me. Well, it was a good move. Yeah, I'm happy with P3. I'm now fighting for the championship for P2 now. P1 is already sealed. Yeah, for the P2 in the championship.
walk us through your race. Was Dinah ever the target? You started right next to her.
Not at all. Actually, we both had a same pace, so I want to keep my P2 and be safe. But unfortunately, Angad came and took me in the last lap. Yeah.
So what happened when Angad overtook you?
Yeah, it was in the last lap. So if I would have 2 laps, Might be I would have fight, but that's it. The race is over.
Thank you so much and congratulations.
Races have been fantastic, and now it's up for the FLGB 1300. Now this is a very